I don't know if you know this, but I'm in love with Dave Bautista.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Tom Holland here. It's time to enter the Spider-Man Homecoming red... Oh, hey man! Oh!
There are 30 seconds on the clock for each anagram.
Okay.
And you have to decipher which Avenger's name we have scrambled. You might need some help. You've got some Avengers here who, I mean...
To be fair, I just asked, what's an anagram?
It was what they had before Instagram.
So I broke my nose, right, on this movie. Not in a very heroic way. It was my last day of shooting. It was my last shot, in fact. And I had a fake moustache, because obviously I'm a child and can't grow a moustache yet. But James, as it was our last day, said, "Can I have your phone and look at some of the photos of your experience in Colombia?" I said, "Of course." I gave him my phone. He was flicking through. And there was a video of me doing a backflip on a beach. And he was like, "That's not you. There's no way that can..." And I'm not the type of person to challenge. And I was like, "Well, just watch me." So I stood up. I had these stupid leather boots on. I tried to do a backflip and just broke my face.
Okay, here we go. Here's your first Avengergram now. Time on the clock, let's go.
Oh, come on.
Zrani!
Who could it be?
Don't look at me, bro.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Let's see. Boom. Good skills.
Do you now appreciate the complexity and sophistication of anagrams?
I'm dyslexic. I can hardly spell them when they're in the right order, man.
And I remember hitting my face on the floor going, "Shit, that didn't happen." I stood up, I thought I'd knocked my teeth out, and the makeup artist was laughing at me, and then when she saw my face, it went from like, "Oh, medic, medic!" And then I went to Bogota with no one. They sent me to Bogota, no one spoke English. They kept trying to pull my trousers down at one point. And they were like, I was like, "No, it's my nose. It's my nose that's broken."
You know when you revise for an exam and you feel like you crushed it, but the longer you wait for the results, the more you think you kind of...
He's British, by the way.
Ruined it.
Means a test or a
test or something.
Thank God you brought your translator.
Exactly, yeah. Thanks, boss.
I pooped in the closet one time.
What?
When I was like...
Wait, what?
When I was like 8 years old, because I was afraid of the dark, and the bathroom was in the dark, obviously.
But you aren't closets in the dark?
So you went to the closet rather than the bathroom?
No, the light was on in the closet.
You know what? Look, this...
Just on the ground?
Mezcla, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Esto va a ser el mar. Tom, esto va a ser el mar. El mar ahora está... Mezcla, shuffle, 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 shuffle.
Claro, o esto va a ser el mar o shuffle.
Y ahora ves tirándolas de pocas a pocas, de a pocas. ¿Cuántas a pocas? No, hombre. No, 3, 4, 5.
Ahí, bien.
Un poco así, ahí a lo Loki.
Así, con ganas. Muy bien. Ahora viene la parte... Oh, y aquí vamos a hacer la tela de araña Spider-Web.
Okay.
A ver, mira.
I'm so bad at
A
drawing.
mí se me da fatal dibujar.
Por favor.
You're gonna draw.
Ah, lo vas a dibujar tú. Menos mal.
Por favor.
Menos mal, porque soy malísimo.
Por favor.
Me va a pasar una vergüenza.
Soy el nuevo Picasso, por favor.
What was it like putting on the Spider-Man suit for the first time?
The first time they saw me, and it was funny because all they would do was touch me.
Yeah.
Everyone was like,
We just be fighting him.
Stop touching me!
It was really cool. Yeah.
I always used to think the Pennsylvania was spelt Pennsylvania.
Sorry.
Not Pennsylvania.
Lavania.
The first time I wore this suit was really cool, but you can't see anything out of it. So I was staring in the mirror just looking at like white mist. Does it look good? And everyone's like, "Yeah, you look great." But I can't see anything.
Are you completely naked underneath it? Because...
Pretty much. I have to wear a thong underneath. And other than that, that's it. You know, the first time they ever gave me the thong, they were like, "Here, put this on." I was like, "No. Why would I wear a thong?" And they were like, "Yeah, you have to, because it makes the suit look better." And I'll never be the same.
We couldn't hear you
can't
either.
Yeah, it was
and
so
then we
annoying.
didn't know where he was looking when he was talking to people, so I feel like by the end Tom was just like over there. You're not even hanging out with him because you can't hear him. You don't know if he's talking to you.
I would like. She was the worst. I'd be telling her a story and then finish with a question, and be like, "Oh, you weren't listening." Great.
You gotta tap people first.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like,
Really be like, so, how you doing?
You remember that time someone like replaced your set chair with a toilet?
Why'd you bring that up, man?
What's so? I didn't.
Actually, no. There's a scene where it's in the trailer where my suit falls off and Jacob is in the room with me, and I did have weights in the room. They were like rolling. I was like, let's go. Don't get ripped. But yeah, no. I just did.
Is that how you work out?
But,
a dance move.
Yeah. Mine doesn't work. Hang on a minute. Mine's not working.
Oddly for Spider-Man, they sent you back to school.
Well, it was a joke. They don't obviously understand my British sarcasm. I said, wouldn't it be funny if I went to an American high school undercover to see what it would be like to be an American high schooler? And Marvel were like, that's amazing. Let's set it up. So 6 weeks later, I'm like with a backpack, pencil case books, on my way to the school, the Bronx School of Science, which is a school for genius kids. And believe me, everyone, I am not no genius. And yeah, so I enrolled in a high school for 3 days. I had like an accent, a fake name, a backstory.
What was your fake name?
Ben Perkins, who's my acting coach for when I was a kid. But they paired me with a kid called Arun, and I was supposed to be his brother or something like that. And Arun is an Indian kid, and when I came in, everyone was like, really, your brother? And we're like, yeah, we're just distant brothers from, you know, whoo. Anyway, moving on.
Did they ever figure out that it was you, or like when the movie came out, did you ever tell them that it was you?
Well, I had one funny experience. I was sat at the back of a classroom next to quite a pretty girl, and eventually she's like, so dude, what's your deal, man? I was like, well, do you want to know my secret? She's like, okay. So I'm actually Spider-Man. She's like, dude, you're nuts, bro. You're nuts.
Welcome to Singapore!
No, even the teachers didn't know that I was not a real student, so they would bring me up to the front of the class and be like, what do you think, new kid? I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
This is you as a young boy.
Oh.
I mean, you are playing with yourself.
With the ropes, and I was wondering how working with Robert was.
This is actually him.
Yeah,
Hang
right.
on a minute. He never FaceTimes me. This is so weird. Hey, man. How you doing?
Dude.
What's up?
I just saw the movie. It's so good. Congratulations.
Oh, thanks, man. Thank you so much. I'm actually doing press for it right now. When we saw Civil War for the first time, my whole family were able to come with me. We had a private screening, and my brother Paddy sat right at the front of the cinema. And he's so small, we couldn't see him. And obviously in Civil War, when it comes to my bit, it's like a shot of New York and Queens is written all over the screen, and all we saw was my brother's little hands go like this before I came on screen. It was so cute.
Are you doing a good job?
Am I doing a good job? Yeah, I think so.
I'd like a little confirmation on that. Put the press person on the phone. You heard me.
Okay, he would like to speak to you. This is Robert. There you go.
Robert Downey Jr.
That's him right there. He wants to say hello.
Iron Man. Hi. How are you?
You know, I'm pretty good. I'm just checking in on Pastor Holland, making sure he's, making the rounds and being appropriate.
Well, he's being perfect, actually. He's representing you guys very well. It's been great.
Wait a minute. Here's the thing. Is she wearing lederhosen during the interviews?
Well, I think he wants to talk to you.
Anyway, mate, it's been so nice catching up with you.
You ever been rejected?
Loads of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially now because I look like a 12-year-old. So if I go clubbing, they're like, no, little kid, like,
yeah,
I don't want to talk to you. And I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm Spider-Man.
I'm Spider-Man.
And they're like, oh, no way!
Yeah.
Who's here tonight?
I got my mum, my brother Harry, my brother Paddy. Paddy! Paddy!
Who is Dave the Frog, and why has Dave the Frog got something to do with you?
Dave the Frog that's in my mouth.
Well, this is what I hear. What is that story?
Right. A fan of mine tweeted a picture of me saying, Tom Holland looks like he has a frog in his mouth when he's taking paparazzi pictures. And I thought it was hilarious, so I reposted the picture, which then went viral, and everyone found it hilarious. But then weeks go by, and I'd look at myself in the mirror and be like, maybe I do look like I have a frog in my mouth. Well, I have just gone through the stressful process of buying my first apartment, which I'm over the moon with. The funny story is that I've been looking for an apartment nearly for 2 years, and my mum rang me up while I was shooting reshoots actually here on this lot. And she was like, Tom, I found the most amazing apartment. It's 2 bedrooms, it's lovely, you'll love it. It's brilliant. I was like, Mum, that sounds amazing. Where is it? You could literally throw a stone from my house to where it is. It's like down the street from where I live.
Where is this, here in America?
In London.
In London.
And I was kind of planning to move out here to LA, but now I'm only just moving 5 minutes away from my mum.
Oh.
But yeah, so I had one of the most embarrassing experiences with Madonna. I was at the Oscars, I presented, it went well. You know, I went out afterwards to sort of celebrate and have a good time. I probably had one too many. And I was at this party with a couple of my friends, and an old friend of mine who's a manager comes up to me and he's like, Tom, do you know Madonna? And I'm like, funnily enough, no. So he goes, come with me. So he drags me across this nightclub and introduces me to Madonna. Now, the whole way on the way over there, I'm going, what do I say? Hello, I had no idea what to say. So I get up there and I go, hello. That's all I come up with. I was like, hi, I'm Madonna, how you doing? I'm good, thank you, I'm well. And Jason can see me panicking and goes, Madonna, Tom is an incredible dancer. And I'm looking at him like, I'm gonna kill you. And she goes, really? Well, that's something I'd love to see. Show me. So I'm thinking I have 2 options, right? I can just faint, you know, just pass out, or I can take Madonna into the dance floor, dance with her, and show her my moves and just have a great time.
Sure.
You know, me being an idiot, I went for option 2.
Yes!
So I take her hand, I sort of drag her into the dance floor, and as soon as I took her, I realised that this was a mistake. It was a big mistake.
What was the hardest part about playing the character of Spider-Man?
No, he's trying to make it normal
he's
again.
a very iconic character, and taking on this
Interrupt
role
him and
was
ask
a
if
big
you can lick his shoes
responsibility,
because they look
sort of
very
juggling
clean.
That, so I did the
Could I lick your shoes? They look awfully clean.
You can... What, sorry? I start dancing with her, and there's not much arms involved. I'm just sort of doing a little 2-step to try and, like, warm myself up. And she's so unimpressed. She's so unimpressed that I just bailed and left. Ooh. I just can't do this.
You should have fainted in the
I leave Madonna in the dance floor. Chris Pratt, because I get tired and he's so big he could carry me around. The next day, I'm telling my family on FaceTime, who's having a family dinner, about my evening and the Oscars. They wanted to know all the goss, and I end up telling them this story. My dad is wetting himself, my mum is cringing, and then my little brother Paddy goes, who's Madonna?